Using cover crops, like all things on the farm, is a learning process. The following are tips for beginning cover croppers to make this practice easier to start. Deciding your farm goals determines the desired outcome of the cover crop. Your cash crop may have harvest constraints. For example, almonds are ground harvested while pistachios are harvested by a catch frame. Inventory your equipment, as that will affect what you're able to accomplish. For instance, an ant bait spreader can be used for spreading small seeds. Select a mix which has seeds of similar sizes for more uniform planting. Mixes that contain seed of differing sizes can be harder to run through seed drills and don't spread uniformly through broadcasters, which can affect establishment. Seed planting depth is a critical component to cover crop establishment. This is due to two main factors: seed to soil contact and distance to the soil surface. Planting too shallow affects seed soil contact, which controls how much water is able to enter the seed. Planting too deep can mean seeds might not have enough energy to reach the surface and perish. Post-harvest almond orchards do not usually require much seed bed preparation. For other farm types, preparing a seed bed is recommended. To do this, lightly loosen the soil surface and level it. The better the seed bed, the better chances the cover crop has for establishment. When using a seed drill for planting, it's important to calibrate the machine before planting and check seed depth periodically while planting to ensure seeds are being planted correctly throughout the field. When using a broadcaster, it's best to incorporate the seed afterwards. Following the broadcaster with a roller, ring roller, or dragging a piece of chain link fence is sufficient for most broadcast seeds. Pre-plant weed control is another factor in cover cropping. Although many cover crops can compete with weeds, they struggle against already existing ones. In areas with high weed pressure, selecting a cover crop which germinates and grows quickly will perform better. Cover crops which contain either grasses or brassicas do well in that situation. Terminate the cover crop when it is in full bloom or just starting to form seed pods. This life stage is the most vulnerable to termination and prevents reseeding. This stage typically occurs in late March, early April for winter cover crops in California. For those living in drier areas that need the cover crop biomass to decompose before harvest, like in Southern California almonds, terminating earlier is best.